stop. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Isn't that cool music, folks? Hey, I'm Steve. I'm with ZipAway TV. Let me turn down pretty much. All right, I'm Steve. I'm your host tonight. Want to thank you for joining. We're going to talk about making music with John Payne. And I know a lot of you have, seen me post before that we're doing a soundtrack for our TV show, and John's making all these instrumentals, and it's kind of a lot to take in because he's got such a rich history. He's got frontman for the supergroup Asia. And he then has his time with... sorry, that was actually John just texting me. He was letting me know my mic's a little on the hot side, so I'll tune it down. But he's got his rich history when he was the frontman for the supergroup Asia and orchestrated 8 albums in the studios with that band and toured. And then after the fallout of the band, he went on to continue doing music as Asia featuring John Payne. But then he actually did Silent Nation with them. And then the GPS album he was working on was going to be an Asia album. But then with the fallout of the band, going back to the original 4 that originated the band, they put that out as GPS, which is kind of cool. It was a really good album. Then he went on to do some work with Eric Norlander, which was Dukes of the Orient. Dukes being English, Orient as a kind of a collage toward Asia and that continent, so Dukes of the Orient. And did 2 albums there. And then went on to do a lot of charity work as well. But then kind of behind the scenes, he's been kicking around doing another Asia featuring John Payne album. But he's also then, I commissioned him to do these instrumentals for our ZipAway TV show. And the TV show was it's about my zipline business, and I travel around. So a lot of the sounds are inspired to the my TV show. And early on, John was doing more sound snippets for me. But then as we kind of got into it more, I said, hey, give me more of a song, more of an instrumental length. And he said, okay, I'll work with that. And what he kind of started to produce kind of was more filler music, which you might hear like on a commercial. And again, that's kind of what I was asking for at the time. I didn't know. And but at one point I said to him, let me come to Vegas. I want to commission a proper song. And he said, okay, I'll bring in all my bandmates. And when he says bandmates, he's got friends on friends on friends. If you haven't noticed, John's a very nice guy, and he's got friends galore. And, well, he brought in a lot of the bandmates that tour with him on his concerts, Asia featuring John Payne. So he's also got subs, and he's got friends. So he brought in 5 or 6 guys, and we kind of all collated on his studio called Loco Studio there in Las Vegas. And kind of, John had a little bit of nuggets in his mind and didn't really share with me anything. He wanted me to be surprised, and you will see I was surprised. But I want to kind of go through that process and explain to you what was going on. And I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to share my my monitor with you folks, and it's going to be the same camera. I'm going to reduce myself here to the corner, but then I'm going to pull up a whole bunch of videos off my hard drive so we can watch it in real time. And I'll try to minimize this. I don't want to junk you out with all my screenplay here. Also, if you got any questions, feel free to chat. And we have Marta. Now, Marta, it's midnight her time, and it's her birthday. So, happy birthday, Marta. Thanks for hanging on and joining us. So, now, I got a 10 terabyte hard drive here. And it's just full of videos. And I am going to focus on a band session from November 15th, 2018. And I flew out my nephew. His name was Tyler. And I took video, and Tyler took video. And I'm going to isolate on his video for now, because he's got a lot of good snippets in here that also include me a little bit. But I can jump between the two of us quite a bit. Now, um, when you first get to the studio, it's important to point out that it's a little bit on the chaotic side. You know, you got people arriving. We hadn't put his pets away yet. And I might have to turn the music off here a little bit. There you go. So that's his bird, Lucy, a blue and gold macaw. And you can hear in the background the piano. That's just Jonathan Gilchrist, or John, just kind of noodling, getting some music out. They kind of just play around and kind of warm up, okay? And they start to chit chat and talk about how their day is and who's new and what and so forth. But then as we kind of keep going here, we've also got the drum set up. So we've got Frank Klepecki is going to be joining us. And this is his setup. Now the microphone's already set up here, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit. We got Bindi the cat kind of snooping around. It's always kind of cool. So if you know John and love John, he's a little bit of a zoo. He's got cats, dogs, parrots, lizards, goldfish. He's kind of got it all. Then we go in here in the studio. Here's his 80 channel mixing board. And we'll see that more here in a little bit. Now that distant screech you might hear, that's actually Lucy, the parrot. And we had to put her away here after a bit. But it's important to point out, this looks pretty complicated. But every one of these, you know, like long wafer panels. Each panel is a channel. So here's a channel, here's a channel, here's a channel, here's a channel. And they actually have the same adjustments on each of these wafers that go per channel. And that'll be a little bit more important here in a little bit here. But he's got a full-on studio. It's really kind of mesmerizing. They kind of go in there and just, all the lights and all the gadgets he's got to contend with as a sound engineer. And you can see here, Benny likes to call it home. And it's kind of funny because she'll hop up there. Little backstory, it's kind of funny. She'll hop up there and gently press on a knob or something and throw off the sound or turn it off or mute it. And John will come back in the studio and not know what happened. Like, where's my sound? We have to kind of go through and undo what her pause clicked on by accident. Kind of a funny little story. So guess what? Bindi got put away in the bedroom. She kept screwing up our sound. But love Bindi. So now when I show up at John's house, I don't really know what to expect. Because his house really is the studio. He's got this nice, huge house, huge cathedral ceilings, and it's really more of a studio because he's converted the whole thing over. And it's really kind of awesome. So you got Lucy, we've got John here in the background, we got Julian, the sound tech. He's getting the microphones all set up at the drums. And we're just kind of still chilling out. Now, I got asked here by Gary in the chat window, how did I meet John? A little bit of the backstory on that. I met John at actually an Opeth concert in L.A. My friend Jimmy was the road manager there. And I met John and Alan Parsons and Kenny G all at the same concert. So it was just so casual. Hey, Steve, meet my friend Kenny. And I turn around, it's Kenny G. Oh, here, Steve, meet my friend Alan. I turn around, it's Alan Parsons from the Alan Parsons Project. Oh, here's John. Oh, here's John Payne from Asia. I'm like, oh, talk about being overloaded on a visit. At that point, I realized my friend Jimmy wasn't bluffing about all his stories. So that's kind of how I met him, Gary, was through an Opeth concert in L.A., and then our friendship kind of developed over that time. We were loose friends till around 2015, 16. And when I started doing Zip Away, he kind of came in and started doing the music for me then. So we've been kind of buds now, pretty steady for the last 7 or so years. Keep those questions coming, folks, in the chat window. I'll answer them as we go along here. We saw this video. So it's just kind of an open studio. Behind these panels is all the sound room and all the tech equipment. And again, we'll get into that later. There's a lot of this that you're going to see it. Now, I will mention this is all raw stock footage. None of it's been color adjusted yet for brightness or color. So if it seems kind of dark, it's because it was. With these new LED lights in the houses, people saving energy, they just don't really make for good video. Here's kind of a cool looking violin that Jonathan Gilchrist brought with his little arsenal of tricks. And he's going to join us. We'll see him later, but he brings a lot of musical talents to the group. Now, I mentioned this in the chat. This is a very, very laid-back, casual atmosphere. And to show you kind of how that looks, here's John just on the couch noodling his guitar. And I'm over here kind of coaching the musicians what my role is going to be there and what I'm doing. And want to make sure you guys are hearing that because I'm talking. There you go. But we're all just trying to get on the same page. And a lot of these musicians don't really know me. And I want them to kind of feel comfortable with me, that I'm not going to embarrass them. Kind of laying the ground rules. Now this guy here, his name is Jeff Marshall. He's in a band. He's in a couple of bands here in town. He subbed for John a couple of times when he was short a bandmate. And if I remember right, he's an instructor at University of Nevada, Las Vegas. He does music instruction there. So, hi, Jeff. How you doing, buddy? Really cool guy. Let me see here. Now, I told you Julian was miking up the drums. So, over there by the piano was Jonathan Gilchrist. We'll see more of him later here. But Julian, every drum now has its own microphone. And it might be hard to see here, but you've got 2 overhead mics here and here. And you got a left and right channel. And then each drum or tom has got its own mic. Each cymbal's got its own mic. So the drums themselves will take like 15, 18 microphones so you can hear them all. But that's to get the sound balanced. And we don't do anything wireless here. It's all hardwired. Because if you do anything wireless, the frequencies get intermixed and they get kind of all mixed up. So it's got to be hardwired or nothing. And I'm going to kind of skip along because these videos are actually kind of shot in chronological order as we made the music. So you can see here Julian wiring up. Again, hardwiring and everything. Getting it ready for the sound. On your knees, that concrete floor is not comfortable. But he's a good guy. So you got John and Jeff over here on the guitars playing around. Julian sound miking. Here you see a little bit more of the sound studio. And then off here to the stage left, you got Jonathan kind of warming up on the guitar. Or, not the guitar, the piano. And a little bit of that angle. So you kind of get a lay of the land. Drums are here to the right. There's John on the guitar. There's Willow, his dog. Hi, Willow. And we have Jonathan Gilchrist over here on the piano just kind of playing away. And then this guy, this is Frank Klepecki. He'll be the drummer. Now, Frank, I didn't know this at the time, but Frank has got a little bit of a following. He is really known in the gaming world and has a lot of contacts and contracts with drumming and sound effects for video games. And I guess in that circle, he's actually kind of a big deal. At the time, I didn't know that. He was just another guy in the room. But you can kind of see and hear the musicians are just kind of warming up with each other. Kind of screwing around. And here's some of the guitars and basses that John has is on the wall at his ready. Now, this one on the wall, we play with that one here a little bit later. And also, I wanted to show you this one here. This bass is a fretless bass. It was made for him from a fan. You see the frets, but they're not really there. They're fake. Actually has a little Ivory Asia logo inlay there. It's kind of cool. So those are the guitars and some of the basses we're going to play with. Let's see here. Now, here, I'm going to preface this now. I'm going to lean in a little bit. We have Jonathan and John kind of just noodling around playing. But if you listen to the song Journeyman Z, which is what they create at this band session, I now can hear snippets of the actual song and what John is noodling and some of the background support sound that Jonathan's doing on the guitar. So it's really kind of cool now to look back at it in hindsight and realize John had some sounds in his mind he was trying to figure out of his fingers, and I didn't even know it. Here, I'll turn this up a little bit so you can hear it. Yeah, Marta, not all basses are fretless, just that one is. Now, a lot of folks didn't realize John played guitar before he played bass. So he's actually an outstanding guitarist. Let's jump into another video that shows that. I'll minimize my screen now. Hold on, folks. I'm getting some, while you're watching that, I'm getting some bad text messages here. Let me, trying to clean up the text room a little bit. We had some inappropriate text coming through. Okay, we're all cleaned up now. Again, if you watch this and when I edit it, I'll cut this little piece out, these delays. Here's John again. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds real cool. That piece right there, you don't know it, but it ends up in the song. It actually invites some other noodling that John does later in the studio when he plugs in with his mic. It's kind of cool. Again, just trying to walk you around. These videos may never make the TV show. This is one of those things where you just shoot a lot of B-roll, So you want to have a lot on hand. So you're getting a real treat here, folks. You're getting to see video that has never been seen before and may never be seen again. I don't know. I'm working on another show concept with John, and he gives me the green light. We might see it then. All right. So we've seen about 4 or 5 clips of the Jonathan and John getting warm. Let me get to the perspective again. Now here I want to preface again, we got the drum set up here. We've actually got a mic system here and here in front where Jonathan will play and the piano. And then Frank is here. Again, John Payne there. We have Jeff Marshall there. Just kind of want to make sure I'm introducing all the bandmates and giving proper due credit. Somewhere Julian's around getting wires set up.
The only way to do it is to have a different interface and you submix to.
Now, I'm a lay person. I don't know anything about the studio work, but John has all these ideas in his head that Frank will ask a question and John has a little hack or sideways to do the sound. It was just phenomenal to listen to these guys. Really kind of privileged to be in the room, to be honest with you. Here's Jeff. Plucking a little bit more, getting ready. Cool, Marta. I'm glad you enjoyed that clip. Now, there is about a 20-second delay from when I say something by the time you see it. So sometimes I've already moved on to a different clip. But I also want you to kind of hear the chaos in the room. You got a guitar, you got John talking, you'll have Lucy squawking. We're not getting serious yet. But little did I know, John is in his creative process already. Now, Julian's back in the studio, and if I get this straight, John likes to do things from analog to digital, back to analog. And he'll record in Logic, and then he converts it to Pro Tools. And when it goes to Pro Tools, then that gets it all into his instrument panel, his 80 channel mixing board that's out in front of him there. So Julian then can tweak the channels on the computer and they match up with the console. Let's see here. And he has all these little presets he can do. So the options are million for different sounds. Let's jump ahead here a little bit. Okay, now you wouldn't believe this or not, but already we spent a good 2 hours just setting up.
Who's that?
And now it's lunch break already. We started at 9, now it's noon. So I brought in a meat tray and some veggies for the guys. You gotta feed your musicians for good output. Nothing fancy, just cold cuts, but feed the musicians so they give you good product.
So we got sandwich.
The guys run lunch and I sat down and did a little drumming. I am not a drummer, folks. I won't bore you and hurt your ears.
Yeah, this is not me, but it's fun.
Well, it looks natural.
Yeah, this is not me, but it was fun. I forgot that clip was in there. That's funny. All right, let's see here. Okay, so they've all warmed up. They've all got their mic set. Now, a lot of them haven't seen my TV show. So we actually sit down for the first time and show them through YouTube one of my ZipAway channel shows.
Because it was a burn area that happened back in the 1989-1990 era that I had witnessed firsthand when I was with Western Illinois University's ECO program doing hiking and camping in this area.
And you hear the music that's playing in the video is also other previous music John had done for me. So it's kind of cool. But the musicians here are getting their first look at the TV show of what they're going to make this music for.
Business and how I got to be where I'm at today. And there's no definitive answer to that question.
That's kind of funny. Watch me here, and then watch me on the screen.
Got my advantage.
Okay, enough of my ego boost. So the crew's kind of getting antsy. They kind of get a gist for the show. Let them know kind of what they're writing for. And then we're going to get back in here to the drums. Now, remember every drum and tom and cymbal has its own mic? Now, Frank has to play it while they tune every one of those mics on that big mixing panel that I showed you before. But Frank was cool. He's doing the foot bass, getting the mic set up.
Go out if you want to.
Now, this guy down here behind this 80-panel console, that's Donnie. That's his tech. That helps John out. But he does all the wirings. And this is kind of a unique thing in the studio. Every piece of equipment is pulled off the wall 4 or 5 feet. So Donnie or anybody can get behind it and reach all the wires.
Have him do the kick or something. The studio out now should be the NS10.
Right.
Before I crawl out of here, see if that's right.
That's right. Donnie did. He had to crawl in there and he crawls out. John got his cup of coffee, just kind of doing his little tweaks in the office there. In the studio, as he calls it.
Now, what's feeding that amp is 5
And I'm just sitting there
and 6.
just trying to stay out of the way, but just observe.
5 and 6.
It's kind of cool.
This is why we give him credits for being a sound designer.
Sound
Engineer.
Yeah, sound engineer. Because he composes, but now he's engineering.
Oh, I cut that off. Let's do it again. That's why he gets called a sound engineer, because he gets to balance all those instruments and all the channels and get the appropriate sound that he's looking for.
Yeah, that sounded good.
There's a good shot of the 80
So
channel
what I'd like
mixing
you to
board.
do, Julian, is on an insert to insert DEX.
You're getting really good behind the scene look here, folks, in the studio. Now, this tape, he uses tape. You can use little magnetic magnets. But this channel is the kick drum. This channel now adjusts all the sound for the snare. The hi-hat of the 2 large cymbals in front of Frank. These channels, they turned off T1, T2, T3. But because of the X, looks like T3 and T4, those are the toms. The 3rd and 4th drum after the snare. OH is overhead left, overhead right. Because John can come back and convert all this sound into surround sound. It's really kind of cool that way. We got the bass. We had guitar main, it looked like. Tyler's camera has got such a shallow depth of field that fuzzes in and out. Yeah, we have guitar main, guitar D1. I don't know what this scribble means. Something left. Oh, keyboards. Keyboard. Another Tom 1, Tom 2. So all those little letters mean something to John and Julian in the studio when they're mixing. Now, we've done a lot of setup here. And I want to kind of get into more around the room. So when you have all this going on, you've got to have these massive power supplies that give you constant power and harmonizers and EQUs. You can't afford any kind of mic spikes. Or not mic spikes, power spikes. You got to keep things pretty consistent. So it's very important to have consistent, clean power pushing all your machines. And I won't even make a guess at what half these knobs do. I don't know. but just more things in the studio that John gets to manage. Okay, here we're going to get into the room of the studio now where the musicians are kind of starting to lay down some sounds. Now Frank's loosening up. Now let me explain this. So Frank's got ear monitors in. So when he plays the drums, his monitor allows him to hear himself and tune in the other guitars or tune them out. And these soundboards on either side help channel the sound into the mics and the drum set. Okay, got Jonathan and Jeff just kind of chilling on the sofa still. I guess Frank's still doing sound check with Julian. This is where these guys kind of start putting their heads together and kind of start to play around. And again, I didn't know they were working on components of the song right there and then. There's the wizard himself. Wires, wires, and more wires. But again, this whole panel is tied into Julian, who John's talking to on the computer screen. Okay, that's the main cymbal, snare drum. Frank's hitting it down, getting the sound balanced right in the mixing room. There's me faking it, still not making it. It was fun to be there, though. Get your rock star on. Channeling my inner rock star. Let's see here. When Frank starts to warm up, though, he really starts to rip it. It's kind of fun. Okay, we're still getting this the sound right. Okay, just some B-roll of the guitars. Never can have enough guitars on hand, I've learned. You need lots of guitars. Still warming up, it sounds like. Let me skip ahead here. I want to get going. I don't want to delay too much. Because when Frank starts to rip it, he can rip it. Here we go. I mean, how can you not sit in that room and want to air drum with the guy? Come on. He'll start doing a little stick twirl and stuff. Like a live concert right there, just 5 feet in front of me. God, he's good. Man, is he ever good. Let's see here again. Focusing on the offbeat. But the way he's pre-drumming it lets me know they got the microphones all balanced in the studio. You see way over here in the top, there's John and there's Julian in the behind the glass panel. God, you're good, Frank. It just makes it look effortless. Whew, he's good. All right. So I think we got the drums all figured out now. We got the studio work. Here's some John doing more of that console.
Going into 9.
You can hear Frank out there doing the bass. He's hitting the drums. So we've done a lot of setup, but here's now Jeff getting ready to do guitars. Now let me show you a piece of equipment here. He's plugged in, so you don't hear his guitar, but he's in the amp going into the studio. This little mixing panel here, it's a tuner that goes into his headsets. And each knob is going to have one of the channels of drums and all the guitars, and he can tune them in and out so you can hear just himself or focus on Frank. And here's how the musicians in that loud room isolate on one instrument or not. See, very hard to hear him actually. And the way they get those strings stretching, their fingertips are just so strong. Let's get to where some of the music starts to happen. Here's the man himself. Laying down some bass. See, there's that ivory Asia inlay on that bass I was telling you about earlier. And then there again, there's that little mixing that board John can tune himself in, or he can focus on Jeff over here. So like they're all in the same room, but they're isolated from each other in the same room. What do we got going on here? Okay, I'm the studio work. All right, just hanging out, having a good time. How can you not have a good time? You're in a rock star studio.
Your bass case, that's where your blue box is. My bass.
Okay, John's getting dialed in there. Now you can't hear John, but he's hearing Frank, and he's playing to Frank right now. This is their warming up. They're starting to dial in a song. So I think you got the gist of how a studio gets set up now. And then Jonathan got his keyboards out. All right. He's warming up, and then his little tuning pack for him and the other band. So you see kind of a reoccurring theme. Everybody's got a setup kind of the same. And they were courteous to give me a setup as well so I could listen in. So here is some of the music magic starting to happen. This actually ends up being the introduction to Journeyman Z, folks. So you got Jonathan's on the piano, John's on a guitar, and Jeff Marshall's on a guitar.
Do Pink Floyd thing. Do it backwards. Swipe. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just double. It's double on the E, and then 2 measures on the D. 2, 3, 4.
Sounds kind of cool. Now, if you think I'm cutting these videos off too soon, you want to see more of them, you let me know. I'll let them run longer. But I also don't want to run on this talk too long and bore you. But just give me your chat. Tell me how I'm doing in the chat window. You want longer videos? You want to listen more? Or you want to keep kind of cropping and moving along?
on the D.
Alright, I'll take these out. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
And that's the start of the song, folks, right there. And I was videotaping that, and I was moved. It was so beautiful sounding. Now, Jonathan, he's like a walking orchestra. I didn't know it at the time, but he does keyboards, violin, saxophone, harmonica. Just the guy, guitars. The guy's a walking orchestra. He does mandolin, I later found out. He does the flute. The guy is a musical phenom. Let's see what we got here. Here he's doing the flute, laying it down with John and Jeff.
Do it one more time, please.
1, 2, 3, 4. So we do that whole pattern. 1, 2, 3 from the other bit. Go. Just do it twice, that bit.
See how John's coaching them? He's scoring it right there in real time for them.
Alright. Take it.
Do you want to do that end part twice?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do some cleanup in the chat room right now. Okay, Gary, I'll just keep going the same pace. I'm glad you're on the edge of your seat. It just gets better, too.
Let it be full throttle by the D mic.
Even Frank picked up a guitar now. Hear that right there? Jonathan was improvising the chords that later go into the actual song Journeyman Z. John's sitting there coaching him on how to pick up the tempo, and Jeff's just out of the frame to the right, laying down the guitar with him. The structure of the song now has been created, and John's honing it in.
And it can just kind of do, stuff like that, floating it out.
Let me just fade out.
Yeah. Some kind of
So
microphone.
Now, these guys would interplay with each other.
I think we'll be.
Excuse me, and do great additions to each other.
Let's do it.
Just some chit chat between the two.
Come on. Been in fucking bed all day.
Yeah, they'll get it. Now, notice it's getting dark outside. It's already been like an 8-hour day. And that is a good mixed cocktail in my hand. Frank's laying down tracks now.
That really is. I love how you
See,
did
Julian, when he's got the door closed, he's recording. When the door's open, they're not recording anymore.
It's 12.
Bum, 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 bum. Now, I'm going to stop it here. So Frank is playing. He's actually getting a track recorded right now. And it's so dark, it's hard to see. John's laying down a guitar track at the same time he's getting recorded. So two things are going on here at the same time. See it? Frank just spinning the stick, man. He's just in his own, he's in his little environment. Oh, Jeff is laying down a track too. All right, cool, cool, cool. We're getting up to one of the videos I absolutely want you to see. Let's see here. You want to see track 4579. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
Your headphones.
Okay, Jonathan's getting ready to lay down his tracks. Actually, he's doing it right now. Frank's laying down the track over there in the drums, and Jonathan's playing on keyboards to accent it. But you can't hear the keyboards at all. It's all in his monitors right now.
So we're gonna finish the line.
That's what blew me away. I'm like, what's going on? They're laying tracks. I can't hear them. And I guess in the studio, that's how it goes. So that's why those little individual monitor stations are so important. All right, let's see here. Track 4579. Right here. Now, Frank's going to lay down a track. And it's actually going to be part of the song. It's going to be hard to hear. So tune it up a little bit so you can kind of hear it better.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's Jeff on that song. Frank comes in that head drum. Sounds like a hobblod to us, but that's actually the song. He's playing a live track of the song. See, so Jeff was playing live and Frank was playing live at the same time. That was awesome, folks. That's the creation process right there and then. Listening back. I don't know about you folks, this is cool stuff to me. I hope you're enjoying seeing these tracks. They had just laid that track down 3 minutes earlier, and they're doing the playback, and it makes the song. That's just how it went down. That was freaking awesome to be in the room and witness that. It was like their genius going on. Meanwhile, Julian's in the studio. Every one of these lines is a track to a microphone out there on the drums or guitar or keyboards. We'll have like 35 of these tracks lined up at one point. Here's John laying down some bass. It's got that nice swing to it. Right there, folks. That noodle of John was a foresight to what he does later in the actual track of the song. I didn't know it. I know it now, but then I didn't realize he's already 5 steps ahead of everybody else in the room. He's thinking now what he's going to do for tomorrow's tracks today. And he's still working on today's tracks. Freaking genius. God, he was so good. He is that great. Just freaking phenomenal. Okay, here's something else kind of funny. So when they go into, I think this is Logic over here, okay? Before they go to Pro Tools, it's Logic. When he does keyboards, they have infinite sounds they can use. So they actually get to pick the type of piano, if it's in a high humidity room, a low humidity room, a Kawai, a Steinway, a stand-up, a baby grand. They get to pick the different sound type of the piano they actually utilize in the track. And then from there, they have infinite tweaks to make the sound different. It's just freaking awesome. I'll play this a little bit. See? Pick your piano. Oh, let's go with white stand-up. Oh, let's go with brown grand. Oh, lid open, lid closed. It all has different sounds, and they get to pick it.
That may push me on this.
I just thought that was kind of interesting. They get to pick your piano. I thought it was just fun. That was just fun. All right, let's get in here now. Now here, Jonathan starts laying down some keys, and he's got some score sheets in front of him. Kind of lays down the master keys he's going to play.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, here we go. Nice. Now, can you hear that? That's the keyboards to the sound. There's a metronome going on to help keep their beat, which the metronome, they'll remove that sound later. But there's no guitar, there's no bass, and there's no drums. It's just the keyboards laying down. And they build and build and build on that even more. It was so cool to witness this. And while he's doing that, here's Julian recording the actual track that makes the song. That's it. That's the creation line, folks, right there. Right there it is, the creation line. Look at that. Oh my God. I'm getting chills here. I was just there. It was like 4 years ago, and I feel like I'm in the room still. There's Jonathan picking out little more dials and sound tweaks and adjustments. Oh, now it's time for the saxophone track. How could I forget? And this guy is a genius musician. Musically, the guy's a genius. Did I say sax, violin, mandolin, guitar, keyboards, flute? I mean, who else knows what this guy can do? I want you to hear some of him lay down here. Oh, we're warming up. Come on. What's he going to do here? So he is still kind of noodling, finding his direction out here a little bit.
Take 5.
Okay.
Take 5, John says.
Hold on a second.
Oh, here comes the harmonica. The harmonica in Journeyman Z is so pronounceable. You'll recognize this track visually now every time you hear it in the song. He's still kind of playing around with it though. He's still searching for it. Nope, he's still searching for it. Nope, he's still searching for it. Let's see if he can find it here. Yeah, yeah. Oh, he almost had it. But this is the creative process, folks. There's no sheet music. There's nothing written down. There's nothing for him to go on. This is just Jonathan, his head, and his creative genius figuring this out in real time. And when he nails it, he frickin' nails it. Nope, still working on it.
I wish there was a way I could just hear the guitar. Because that kind of everything comes in so bombastic, then I lose the harp and I start blowing harder and
Beautiful word, bombastic.
that's easier.
Okay, good.
So we're going to do
I'm
that.
talking to him like he's right there, but he's not. He's in my computer screen. That's it. Now he tweaks it a couple more times, but that ends up being the riff or the score of the harmonica as it lays in the track of the song itself. Back to noodling around. Now he liked that, but he had a couple raspy notes toward the end, so he did another take. This goes on for about 15 or 20 takes. But again, folks, that's the process. Again, there's no sheet music for him to go against. Okay, then we're going back in the studio. Now Jeff Marshall plugs in for another laydowns of guitar. Hear the metronome again. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Now, I'll start over here and I'll play it again, but you'll see now you hear the flute in the background. The flute was laid down just about an hour earlier from Jonathan. Julian's already integrated it into the track. So now Jeff can play to the flute and the keyboards that have already been laid down just moments ago. I mean, just like produce, this is fresh, fresh, fresh. I'll start it from the beginning again. Keyboards, and there's the flute.
Can you do me a little?
So when Jeff was looking up to the sky, he's completely in his head imagining the chords that he wants to play, and he's creating this on the take, on the go. And then John will just throw a little bit of coaching here and there, but watch, I'll just go edit clip to edit clip, and you can just watch it be develop and get created on your own. Nice, open, beautiful chords. See, he'll actually strum from the bottom up and hit the high notes to pierce your ear better. Versus strum down. It's kind of a cool technique. Nice. Cool stuff, folks. Get the keyboards in there now. This is cool stuff. And here's John and Julian watching the monitor. See, the song's taking shape, folks. It sounds like a song now. And again, these videos are not out of order. They were shot chronologically as the events happened. So they did a take, went to the monitor. John didn't like it. They're back to Jeff to do that on another track again. They'll do it again and again until they get it right. The level of perfection in John is amazing. That sounds just like the song too, the finished product. See, high note back, strumming from the bottom up. I'm just getting chills, folks. This is just so freaking cool. I'm reliving it like I was there still. Let's see here. I think Jeff changes up to a different sound here. Another guitar riff. Just one more layer on that song.
Let's go with it. Let's do it.
Oh my God, it was just so cool. Again, it's like sitting there 3 feet away from a live rock concert. Okay, I'm going to preface this now. So we've got the guitar done. We've got the keyboards done. We got the drums done, the flute and the harmonica done. Now Jeff's coming back to add some more throaty guitar John still has yet to do the bass. So this song is still being layered together. It's not even complete yet. And when it's layered, it still has to go back and get sound engineered and all balanced out by John, which takes us into day 2 and day 3. But we're going to get to that. Here we go. Oh, it's so cool. All right, let's go next track. Oh,
Drop him in,
censored.
and then we'll drop you in for the end probably. But yeah, anywhere along there. Cool. Let me get that. Drop him in for that, and line it up with the other one. You know, above it. I always find that's a cool way. So yeah, if you just line them up with the drum. So use that as your drop-in point.
So it's that last one.
Did you line it up there? No, it's here.
Yeah.
Cool.
The wizard at work.
Yeah.
He's holding that chord.
I think.
You get to see this is the creative process here. John is now engineering the sound that he hears in his head to the studio.
It's cool.
So when you hear John say, cool, that means he's happy. Next, you move on. For me, there's nothing to do except sit out there on the sofa and just listen in. Now, John's polite. He'll say, Steve, how do you like it? I'm like, oh, it sounds fantastic. What am I supposed to say to that question? I don't like it, start over? It's fantastic.
I love how he ends that.
What?
I just love how that ends.
Cool stuff. Again, I'm faking it, still trying to make it. Enough of me. You want to see John?
Yeah.
There you go. Drums are coming back in, Marta. Here's another track that Jeff's laid down. A whole different background noise. Actually, background music, not noise. There's so many layers and depth in the song. When you hear now the finished product, you'll better appreciate all the different textures that went into the song and how they went about doing those textures. They tweaked a little bit. It doesn't come out that way in the finished product.
Keep the E in there.
Yeah, he should be in there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I wasn't sure. That will sound a little different.
That'll sound better. Let's go for it.
Be like this.
Yes, Eric, JP is a musical genius. Here we go. John now is doing his bass with tomorrow in his head right now. You can see him, he's already started to architect the next layer. Sweet Jeff, nice. John's furrow gets furrowed, he likes it. Woohoo! Good job, Jeff. And then right there it goes into the harmonica that Jonathan laid down. So when you hear the finished song, folks, you now will be able to pick apart these little components and remember the video to the part of the sound of the song and understand how it all came to be. Just freaking cool. All right, I think that's the last video from Tyler. See, 4626. And the reason being is that was the end of day one. Yeah, like 14 hours. All right. So now to pick up the next day, no, I have a lot of video from the first day that kind of duplicates what Tyler did. And just to kind of give you an example of that, you know, here I did, see, we already did this with Jonathan the flute. This is day one, like the 4th or 5th hour in. He's laying the flute track down. You can kind of hear it in the background. So he missed a couple of notes, but he'll play that again, and he nails it. The finished song sounds great. But we already kind of saw this process, so I want to move on. Now, here we are, day 2, and it's just Julian came by to do a little bit of sound work with the engineering, but Frank is done, Jonathan's done, and Jeff is done, so they're not there now. This is just John and his bass and his guitar and me in the studio, and John's kind of doing the work. So we actually started having just fun with this now. Little lack on sleep, we're getting punchy, but we're going to go for it. Gets such a swing going, doesn't it? Makes you want to move. Oh my God, this is so cool. All right, so that was him. Now I put the different perspective here. Now, Marta, I might have told you wrong. That might have frets to it. That may not be the fretless guitar bass. That might be the one that's partially fretless. Well, here I put a GoPro on top of the guitar to get some finger work. Really kind of turns out good for the show. No, I didn't know if the weight of the GoPro would throw off his plane or not, because it kind of holds the guitar differently.
Footage.
Or the bass.
Yeah, I got the stem on it now. But this is the new Hero 6. I'm shooting 60 frames per second.
Yeah, it does sound cool. Willow just comes in and lays right down the floor at her feet. He ends up not liking that piece there if he does it again. I love this piece. See, even he has to move and dance. John was having fun. So I got people at my door and they distract me, folks. Sorry. It's all looking good. John's getting his funk on now. Hey, I know we're at about an hour and a half, folks, but we've still got more to go. So as long as you want to hang with me, I'll keep showing you videos of John at work. I got no place to be except here having fun. Oh, it's so cool.
Ready?
Wait just a second.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna blow me up here a little bit. I gotta do some I gotta do a little bit of background story here. So when you're doing tracks and you have a little bit of a mistake, you can do it again and again and again. But once most of the song is down, John wants to play it start to finish, just one long take. And he's trying to get a good feel here and get a certain note structure. And it just seems that all of a sudden he can't quite get it right. And again, he's doing the sound engineering himself. So he's got kick pedals on the floor for on and off. And then that helps him start and stop Pro Tools on the computer, but also do the bass and the sound engineer on the board. So he's kind of got 3 or 4 plates in the air, kind of juggling, plus me with a camera in his face. So it kind of sets us up for a struggle. But here, I'll let you watch. Here, let me move me back down here in the corner and minimize it. Here we go. Let's play this again.
So John's laying down some fresh tracks that are just off the fucking hook. Oh, John's laying down some tracks that are just off the hook. Liquid gold is flowing from his fingers.
Liquid plastic.
Liquid plastic. But we're going to touch it now in real time, and you can see what I'm hearing, and it's off the charts. Check this out.
Now he's going to start here, folks, and the perfectionist that he is, he won't want me to show this video, but he's human. I think it sets him in a good light. He's a perfectionist, and he wants to get it right. No musician's perfect. I think it's fair to show, and it's not bad, but John just likes you to only hear the finished product. But this video is what goes into making the music. So here's the footage behind the scenes.
Are we ready? Dog's ready. I'm ready. This is one for the over the top. See you at the end.
He didn't like that, so take two.
Okay, so we're live in the studio. We're with John Payne, the infamous, great gold dripping fingers John Payne. He calls them plastic drippings, but you can judge for yourself when you hear what I'm about to hear and witness myself. Real time, live production, awesomeness. I'm gonna get out of the way and let John do his thing.
Watch me mess up.
No, stop it, John.
Watch me mess up.
Do it.
He didn't like that take, so take three.
This would be a better intro anyway. I can feel it better than me.
Right.
All right, folks. I'm telling you all the time, we have this custom music by John Payne. Here we are this weekend in Vegas in his studio of awesomeness. He's liquid gold dripping from his fingertips. Here's some fresh tracks for our new upcoming single on the ZipAway soundtrack. So I'll shut up. Here it is, Mr. John Payne.
Miming.
Ah, it's so sweet. Take four.
Okay.
So do it again here.
Yeah. I need to know where I am, so.
Okay, folks, we're coming to you live via tape, John Payne's studio. We're laying down some fresh tracks for the upcoming soundtrack for a season of ZipAway TV. But just that aside, here's John Payne, his magnificence and brilliance at work. Check this out. No pressure now, John.
No pressure. Thank you, Bert Wheaton.
No pressure. And to be in a room and have that bass just moving your chest, those speakers, you're living the notes. His eyes are closed. He's in Genius World. he missed the note. He's not happy. We'll do it again.
I'd like to play the whole thing again.
All right.
So, because it's goggles off.
Goggles off. All right, folks. I'm so honored to be here with John Payne in his studio. We're laying down some fresh custom tracks for the TV show. Never been heard before. Awesomeness. Thank you, John. I'm going to let you do your thing, and I'm just going to sit over there and just appreciate the opportunity of being here live in person. Oh my God. I'm out of the way. I'll be quiet now.
Here we go.
I was so excited. You gotta bear with me. Hello, Bruno from Brazil. It was like take 7, I think it was. I forget. But he's already deviated. I can tell he's gonna miss it here. That was good. Did a little extra kick there.
No!
Oh, you bumped the pedal.
He had just nailed the final piece to the riff he was going to do, and he accidentally bumped the pedal on the floor and turned it off. So it never recorded. We had to do it all over again. Oh my God. It was like an hour, 7 takes, and he just nailed it and then lost it all at the same time. Oh God, I felt so bad, but we'll get it. Here he goes. This is it.
Okay,
This is the real
folks,
take,
I'm
folks.
so lucky to be here.
This
with John,
made the album.
John Payne, that is, in his home studio. This is awesomeness, liquid gold. You hear him on the radio, but to see it live, happening, created in real time, unbelievable. I'm going to be quiet, get out of the frame, let John do what he does best. Thanks, John.
Oh, didn't get it that time. He hits it here soon.
Okay, here we go. This is the one, Steve.
This is the one.
This is the one.
Take, who cares, whatever. Folks, I'm here with John Payne in the studio, laying down some live, fresh tracks. He's putting in the track right now, the bass, with a song we've been working on for the last 2 days. An 18-hour day yesterday, about another 10 or 12-hour day today. But this is liquid gold. Check out what I'm so privileged to get to witness in person. John, thank you. Take it away. It's all yours.
Part 2.
Here it is, folks. Listen up. Stick your tongue out at us. He's happy, folks. He hit the note and he knows he can edit with that now. Oh, I don't know if you can hear or not. I go, nice. And John says, finally. He gets it. He gets it. He gets it. Okay. Let's see. 549. What's after that one here? I want to see if I can jump ahead a couple. Okay, I'm doing some. What am I doing here?
Whoa.
Oh, I'm showing you the original score
Let's
sheet.
get to the end. I'm here in the studio with John Payne. We're laying down some of the final tracks, the new song for the TV show. And just so you know, yesterday, when all the musicians got together and did the collaboration, this is how it got started. The official notes to start the chords, they got everything started. We had Jonathan Gilchrist in here. He was laying down the keyboards, the saxophone, the flute, the harmonica. We've got John doing his the bass, the sound engineering and composition. We had Julian in here with the sound engineering, working with computers and the tracks and laying it all down with us. We had Jeff Marshall in here with the guitar, working on that. And we had Frank, I can't forget his last name, John. Klepacki. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Frank Klepacki was laying down drums. He was making it sound like thunder and roaring, coming and going. These guys made 1 + 1 + 1 equal over a dozen. And it all started from this, right here. Original work from the great people. The gods have touched these man's fingertips. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right there, the start of it all. Woo! Frame this one. Framing this one.
Come on, 2 long days, no sleep, partying at night, Stella's in the restaurants. I was kind of punchy. It was kind of fun. So let's see here. What else do I have? Just kind of wrapping up things here from the studio. Oh, here's some more John. He wasn't happy with the first bass lay down, so you want to go ahead and do some more bass. So here we go. Let's see, what's this here?
Okay, folks, I'm so excited. This is the first rough cut listening of the soundtrack that John and the
Now, this is 11 minutes long. It's like the whole
There'll be a
song.
bum note here too,
So I'm not
'cause
going
he
to play the
has
whole
engineered
thing
the
for you.
sound, but this is my first time hearing it start to finish, and I'm so excited. Let's check it out.
So I'm not going to play this because it's over my camcorder microphone. Doesn't do it justice. You don't get the depthness and the tone quality. But we're actually hearing it now structured before John masters it, and he has yet to put down some more bass. Let's get to that bass. He wants to put down some more. I've only got 2 videos here left, but here's John. He pulled down the other bass.
Something like this. Back in.
Yeah. Just a little accent piece there. Where's the cat? And I got one more video here. Okay, looks like Julian came back in. This is day 3, folks. And there you have it, folks. That's the video. I have all the snippets from creating the song Journeyman Z at Loco Studio. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek here. This track run itself out.
It's going to work out great. All right. I want to get some.
So that's what I have for video. But I'm going to now give you a sneak peek into what the studio album art is going to look like. Let me turn that one off. Now this logo, John came up with himself. We're going to use it, I think, for the albums for Zip Away. I'm probably going to do a little bit of tweak to it, but it's going to be, Zip Away. Probably something like On the Line will be the name of the album. And we're going to go by volumes. John thinks in instrumentals, we should go volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, and so on. So as we expand out, we can expand it out and just do it under volume number. But we're going to go, here we go, folks. We're premiering it right here for you live. Never before seen. The John Payne and the Loco crew. The logo. Here it is. Bye-bye. Oh, it didn't show up. What? Come on. I had it all preloaded. No way. Oh, I hate it when things don't work. Are you kidding me? Where's my cursor? My mouse is locked up. Come on. Where are you at? No. No. You can't. Oh my God, I thought I was going to have a technical glitch and not let you see it. There you go, folks. That's the logo. Let me move it over here a little off of frame. So that's what logo John came up with. He likes it. We're going to go with it. The guy, again, I'm just so blessed to be part of this process, right? So, again, that was Journeyman Z. Oh, I got some more chat room issues here. I got to block. Bear with me. Every now and again, that person gets in here somehow and screws up our chat window. Excuse me. Okay, so Marta asked, I didn't know the Loco crew stood for locomotive. Haha. Well, it doesn't really, okay? Let me tell you the story about the Loco crew, and from what I understand, the name came from. So John's not a U.S., well, he's going for his U.S. citizenship, but he's actually from England, and his studio in England was called Loco Studio. And I think it had to do more about Loco being, Loco, because it was the creative process and they were young and goofy and wild, okay? But he called it Loco Studio, but it also seemed to have a little gray matter bleeping at me going, he was also paying homage to another studio called Loco Studio. And I can clarify that with John and get back to folks. But he then called his Vegas studio Loco Studio in homage from what he called his studio back in England. So the name carried forward. So the locomotive came kind of after the name was already established. So the locomotive is more accenting the name, not the name, the locomotive. Then the Loco Crew is actually the Asia featuring John Payne band members. But so we don't have confusion, we're going to call it the Loco Crew. Even though Frank goes on tours with them and plays drums, in later songs you'll see Johnny Fedovich. Jonathan goes out and does keyboards. Jeff Marshall goes out as a sub once in a while. Other songs, you'll see Monty Scaria come in. He's been with John for 10, 12 years. You'll see Jamie Hosmer come out. So all these guys are in John's band rotation. And if one's busy, they go to one of the backup subs. But they're all on tour with John. So technically, you could argue all these instrumentals are done by Asia featuring John Payne. But we don't want to cause market confusion. We don't want to cause any heartburn for anybody. So we're just going to call this John Payne and the Loco Crew. And that way, as artists come and go, we'll give each one credit per song. And then everybody's included. And even Loco Crew includes me as executive producer because he's making these songs for us. And I'm kind of trying to give direction of where I want to go and the sounds I'm looking for, and then John creates it. So if anybody's local in this team, it's me. I'm the local one. So anyways, I just want to say thank you to everybody. Let's see here. We had some last comments. Marta, I thought it refers to musicians doing crazy good stuff. Yep, I'll take that too, Marta. So to Marta, Bruno, let's see, we had Long Live Rock and Roll. We had Gary in the house. Just really thank you to everybody who joined us here tonight. We had Eric in the house. Scrolling back up, don't want to miss anybody. But for some of you who hung with me the whole time, appreciate it. Maybe I got long-winded, but I just really wanted you to see behind the scenes how a song kind of comes to be and how it's layered and the musicians play on each other for ideas, and what you start with and what you finish are completely different things. Completely different things. So with that, I'm going to tune out, but I'm going to turn off my mic. I'll still be in the chat room to watch people's talks here. But from the top, let me now play the finished song, Journeyman Z by John Payne and the Loco Crew. And play? Come on, where you at? Here you go, folks. And our albums are 3 volumes. Have all songs like this. John's delivering 4 more here in the next couple of days. And we've got 3 more on commission. We got like 24 songs, all layered instrumentals. So you've got some good treats coming. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Bruno. Appreciate it. Marta, happy birthday to Marta again. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. All right, take care, folks. I'll leave the song going. I'm going to mic off. Bye now. listen for it. And the harmonica, I mean. There's the sax. You saw Jonathan do it. I freaking love this, guys. This is awesome. Remember Frank laying this down on day one? Remember John doing this bass here in the video? Here comes the part, folks, that makes you want to move. Here it comes. Probably my favorite transition. Here it comes. His signature. Remember the video? John's doing circles in the studio. He's so happy about it. Exactly, Marta. He's referencing my journey across America from my zipline business. So every part of the country has a different atmosphere and weather environment. The song has different environments to its sound. I love this song. There you go, folks. That's Journeyman Z. Now, you got to see the video. You got to see the creation. You got to hear the finished song. It's awesome. Now, I'm going to put my monitor back up here. Let me drop the logo. Boop. Let me put up the monitor. There we go. So you're going to want to ask yourself, well, that's a cool song. How do I get this and all the other tracks? So we just launched our new webpage retool today, and it's called ZipAwayPro.com. ZipAwayPro.com. You go there, it's going to launch you to this intro page, reality TV, stories, meditation videos. There's so much that I do as a company all around all of my adventure media work. But you can go in the studio and we talk about our videography work, our drone work we do, and here's the music with John that we do. I also do editing and post-production for a dog TV show that I produce. But if you go to Shop Music up here in the upper right, now we're going to go through DistroKid, and they're going to put all these ISRC numbers on them so the songs can be tracked, and you can be able to get all these songs on Spotify, iTunes, Google Music, all the platforms. There's like 27 platforms. These will all be on, but this will be the only place you can officially buy the song tracks. And right now we've got 7 Up here, and Journeyman Z is right here. And I'm going to move the shopping carts around. I'm going to get all the WAV files back from DistroKid, and I'm going to put them up here by volume. So volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. And this is just 7 of the songs, and right here is Journeyman Z. You just heard it. And it's going to give you, I think, a 30 or 45 second little preview. So this is kind of ringing your head again. But if you want to buy the song, great. But bonus. If you are here tonight, don't buy the song, because I've got all your names here in the chat room. So ping me an email, info@ZipAwayTV.com. It's a little bit different from our website, but just go to info@ZipAwayTV.com, and once they have your email and I get the songs back from DistroKid, I'll get you a free copy of the song. I'll send you a link to the WAV file so you can get it and download. So that's my gift to you for showing up tonight, putting up with me for, 2 hours and 12 minutes. But you got to get paid something for your time, so let me give you the gift of music via John Payne and all the joy that he brings me. But then also, like I said, we're going to put all the other songs up there. And you want to have I might as well just give you a sneak peek. I've got you here this long. We might as well give you some more visit bonuses. So, music sounds, soundtrack, wave. So we heard Journeyman Z. You may have heard this one, Space Dust. It kind of starts out slow, but it's very airy. I had to turn the mic on correctly so you could hear it. Just more song by John. So So there's Space Dust. And then there's also an extended version, which is 2.5 minutes longer. So you got Space Dust coming. You've got Mixed Clouds coming. It's a good song. I think you guys can hear this, yeah? If you can hear this, put it in the chat room. Yeah, we hear it. Can you hear what I'm playing? I want to make sure that the desktop is playing through. Because I hear it in my ears and my speakers, but are you hearing it at your end? But this song is 7 minutes and 8 seconds, and it gets roaring. Skip ahead a bit. Now, all these songs are also set to music videos on our YouTube channel. I dubbed them with a lot of our drone footage. Okay, I adjusted the mic here level, Marty. You should hear it better now. Thank you, Gary. Oh, it's so soft and beautiful. So that one's called Mixed Clouds. That's not even up on the webpage yet. And then we've got Arrivals. Here's a cool one. I start all my road trips off with this song. Anyways, it goes on like that. And then Departures is cool too. Listen to this one. Oh my God. Again, the music videos are up there. You can watch them. We're on Roku and Fire Stick right now. And these are also on YouTube. And then from Departures, we came up with Destinations. Loco Hines. That's John on his Marshall guitar. Now in this song, Johnny Fedovich is on drums. just goes on. And then we had Floating on Air. I got a great music video of this one. I got my drone going across a glacier lake up in Idaho. Now this is John Payne doing a special note. And if you ask him, he can't reproduce it. I got the actual video of this on this take. And I put it in the music video. So you can see John lay this track down. He was going for the David Gilmour Pink Floyd sound there, and he nailed it. So all these songs, folks, I got stories of all of them. I was in the studio for most of them, and just glad to be there. Here's Heaven's Gate. I think it was Blue Marta. I'll go pull the video of him. The bent part is awesome. You know what? I'm going to stop this. Just, Marta, it's your birthday. We're going to do something just for you, okay? Let's see here. Let's go to second monitor. Got it. It's Marta's birthday, so we get to do fun things for her birthday. And it's super duper late for her. It was like midnight when we started, so it's like 2:22 a.m. for Marta. So let's bring Marta the love. See, let's go to my channel. It's just easier to do it this way, Marta, because I know what it is on the channel. Here's all the soundtrack stuff. Oop. No, I don't want to go play all. Bat. Oop. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Let's close that off. I want to view all, not play all. Here, Marta. Happy birthday. Oh, Google ads. Watch his finger work, folks. Whoa, stop. So that was the clip it of the actual live, him laying that track down. And here it rolled in the next video. This is the floating on air. This is that drone footage I was telling you about across the lake in Glacier Lake in Idaho. This is all on our YouTube channel, folks. You right now to listen and watch for free. Don't have to pay for it. And the video time actually helps my channel out. So subscribe, like it, share. I hope you enjoyed tonight's session. Help me out, but I'll do this, edit it down a little bit so it won't be quite as long. And I'll repost it video on demand here in a couple of weeks. But it's all here for your enjoyment. Wait for it. You just saw this. Here it comes. That note. Ah. All right, folks. I've rambled on. It's been a fast 2.5 hours. Thank you for coming. I so appreciate it. You know, the time has flown by for me. I've had a blast. I've loved having your comments and your input. I've loved to share with you some of the story behind the scenes and John and my friendship and kind of how this whole music collaborative environment kind of came to be. I couldn't have foreseen this. You really can't plan this stuff. It just happens. And I'm super excited. Like I said, he's got 4 songs. He's on the weekend right now wrapping it up. I should get those tracks here. If not this week, I hope by next weekend at the latest. And then I'm going to be in the car driving to Vegas. I'll be there in the studio while he does and starts the next 3 songs. So hope to get more video of that process as well. Again, Marta, thanks for joining. Thank you. I am welcome. I'm blessed to have you all here. Happy birthday to Marta, Gary, Eric. Long live rock and roll. Thank you, everybody. So I'm going to sign off. It's been 2.5 hours. I'm going to go catch some dinner. Marta, try to relax now and go to sleep. Psych. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Appreciate you being here.